It's the Bulls Podcast, episode 42.
Hey, Chicago Bulls fans! It's time for your Bulls Podcast. Here are your hosts, Marcus Couch and Wyse Black.
Welcome to the Bulls Podcast, coming to you from bullspodcast.com. This is where we bring you the latest news, reviews, rants, rumors, and opinions on the players, coaches, and front office of our Chicago Bulls. My name is Marcus Couch, and with me is my co-host, Mr. Wyse Black.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's up, Marcus? What's up to all my Bull lifers out there, man? I'm super stoked to get into this Bulls conversation, man. So let's get into it. I'm ready.
All right. Let's do it, man. We got Bulls versus Charlotte Hornets season opener recap for you and game predictions for the upcoming week. So we're going to kick off the season in style right here with your boys, Marcus and Wyse, on the first episode of the regular season for the 2019-2020 Chicago Bulls. We will take a quick timeout and be back right after this.
Bulls fans, remember to follow the show on social media at Bulls Podcast and at bullspodcast.com.
All right, opening night Wyse on the road in Charlotte. Didn't go as well as we thought, but the Bulls did play a very good game overall against the Charlotte Hornets, but we ended up losing in the closing minute with a score of 126 to 125. Our guy Lauri Markkanen had a monster game, actually. Everybody was like, where's Lauri Markkanen? Well, he kind of answered that question with a monster 35 points and 17 rebounds. Zach LaVine had 16 points, but 5 turnovers. And Kobe White and Thad Young each poured in 17 points apiece off the bench. But ultimately, it was such a tight game. There was really no room left for error down the stretch. The Bulls just kind of gave it away for a little while, then had to claw back. And they just ultimately ran out of time at the end. Zach probably should have taken a 3 at the end rather than a 2. Dunn should have reacted a little bit differently on the sequence before that. But all in all, it was a good game down the wire. What do you think, Wyse?
Yeah, you know what? I will say that it was actually a pretty nice game. I liked what I saw from a few guys out there. Obviously, Lauri Markkanen with his contribution. I thought he was super, super aggressive out there, contrary to what he did in the preseason. Also, you know, Kobe, he continues to do his thing, surprising me, at least in terms of, you know, just, I don't know. He looks like a shooting guard, like I said he would. But in either case, whatever. I mean, I thought that it was a decent game, but I'm still disappointed just because this was one of the games that I pegged the Bulls to win. I really thought that they should have won this game because Charlotte is one of the weaker teams in the East. And looking at their schedule coming up, the Bulls, like they have a few games early on, at least they have a few games where they're facing like the lesser teams in the NBA. And these are the games that they really have to take control of and get the W's from, because once their schedule starts to get tougher down the road, then I don't know if they're going to fare as well or if they're going to have as many opportunities like in today's game to close it out and get a W. So, I mean, all in all, though, there are some good things. Like I said, like I really love Thad Young's contribution. Like with him out there knocking down the 3 ball, I saw a few guys trying to leave him open just because early on, like in the preseason, his shot wasn't falling. Thad's 3 looked super suspect, but in this game, I believe he knocked down 2 of them. So he's showing guys that they have to respect him from there. I thought he did very well on the hustling end of the ball, and you know, just playing pretty decent all around defense. Kobe White, as I said, he was super aggressive on the offensive end. I loved watching him in transition. His shot making ability is pretty nice. I loved seeing him just being out there like knocking down that 3 ball and getting to the rim at will, especially in transition. Chris Dunn, he did his thing out there coming off of the bench on the defensive end. He had like maybe 3 or 4 steals or so, and he was actually scoring in defense in transition as well. Wendell Carter Jr., he looked nice. So, I mean, yeah, a lot of guys, they played their game. They did. But I think what really kind of hurt us was Zach LaVine being off early on in the game. You know, he fell into foul. He got into foul trouble really early, so he really couldn't get a rhythm going. You know, I thought that he was playing playing very timidly out there, you know, just because he was trying to watch those fouls. I believe in the first quarter he got like 3 fouls or so. So, you know, he had to sit out early, and that's what really hurt us. You know, you had guys out there that just, I don't know, they couldn't deliver early, but yet and still we pulled back in it. So it was a pretty decent game, man. But Charlotte did something tonight that they're not going to do for most of the season. They look like one of the best three-point shooting teams in the league. That dude, Devontae Graham, he went crazy. I think he had like 6 or 7 threes. Bacon, he went nuts. He had like 24 points. Cody Zeller was snapping. PJ Washington, all of their players were clicking. And I think that Charlotte, they just, you know, it was their night. But I definitely don't expect them to do this, you know, throughout the duration of the season. So, I mean, this was just – I'm going to chalk it up as a fluke game. I'm going to say it's a fluke game.
I'll tell you that because there ain't no way Thomas Satoransky plays another 24-minute game this year and scores only 2 points on 1 of 5, man. That ain't happening.
I mean, and still, like, Sato – as a matter of fact, though, Sato isn't necessarily a guy who's going to fill it up in terms of scoring. I think he's more so that all-around player where he's going to get rebounds, assists, steals. You know.
Yeah. So, by the way, the special guest chiming in. We got Kenyatta Wright. K-Dog.
Oh, he just came out of nowhere.
Yeah, man. Y'all going to have to mind my background, man, because I'm outside, but I just finished doing a video on Bullseye, man, and I'm really angry tonight, man.
All right, let's hear it, man. Let's hear your beef. Come on.
I just think these players just did it for me. This is the same effort we saw last year. I'm tired of these guys, man. Like, I'm really
already
tired.
Game 1? Come on, man.
No, they gave them 69 points off of threes. That's a franchise record.
Yeah. All right.
They basically beat us with 3-point shots alone. And we didn't adjust on it one time. Every quarter, the same guys hitting shots on us. We didn't double team them, try to get the ball out their hands, nothing. Just letting them just shoot. This got to stop, man. It's getting out of hand.
One game, you're already burning your jerseys?
Marcus, was we going through this same issue with this team last year, yes or no? With the same kind of issues.
All right, but hold on, man. We're just talking about Satoransky. That guy had an off night, man. 2 points. Dunn had 11. So, I mean, if you were to, pick the point guard role in this instance, man, it's different. But I think it's just an off night, man. I don't.
What's the weirdest thing about tonight, though? I'm not even unhappy with Dunn for the first time.
Yeah.
He played better than the rest of a lot of them. Defense.
You know what? Like, Kenyatta has a point. I definitely get what you're saying. I'm not gonna go as far as you. Like, saying I'm tired of these guys already. Although, you made a key point though. You made a pivotal point saying they didn't adjust because you're right. The same guys were the ones that was killing us from deep. Graham and Bacon. Graham and Bacon were PJ Washington. Those 3 guys were the main ones that was killing us, and they didn't adjust to them on the defensive end. So you're definitely right about that. But yet and still, bro, like, this is a totally new team, and I will say they look a lot different than the team from last year, bro.
Let me tell you why I'm getting on them, Wyse, because I just sat on CSN Chicago listening to an interview about how much these players care and how much they want to make a change this season and how much they're going to be dedicated. And then you come out and play like this. Like, the Hornets look like they wanted a more championship more than we do. And they're not even a known team. They're not a team picked to do anything this year.
Yeah, man, but MJ was in the audience,
I don't care about MJ. I'm talking about the guys on the floor that's bouncing the ball for him. Those are no-name guys. I'm not saying they're not good players, but I don't know them for doing anything. There ain't no all-stars out there.
Listen, man, that was a fluke game. Do you really think that the Charlotte Hornets are going to average 69 points from three all season?
If they're playing against this Bulls defense, yes. If they play tomorrow.
Nah, bro. Nah, I mean, listen, even the good teams, like they get beat by lesser teams on certain nights. And I mean, I get it. It's the first game. It's definitely the first game, but I really think that Charlotte just they got blessed by the basketball guys tonight, man. They just got off to a real hot start. That's all that was. But I really don't think that this is like bad Bulls as opposed to like.
But did any of you guys record the game? I guarantee you, if you start the game from when we went up 115 to 105 when we had a 10-point lead, they just released and stopped playing defense. And I'm like, no. That's not what got us the lead. We was turning the ball over, forcing turnovers, and getting out and running and dunking the ball. Like, yes, this is the way we're supposed to play. Then they stop playing defense and start letting them shoot again. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
They don't get it, man. Well, why they were even up. I don't even think the team know why they were up by 10. They don't know why. I saw it. You was getting up in their shirts and forcing them to drive the ball. They just wanted to rotate, pick and roll, and shoot the ball. That's all they were doing, running the same play.
Yeah. And in transition, they hit a lot of transition threes too. I don't know why they wasn't stopping the ball on the perimeter. So yeah, man, I get your frustration, bro. I get your frustration.
I don't even think I've been this mad. I can't remember the last time I was this mad, Wyse. I'm serious. Over a game. I'm serious.
Well, I'm glad we got you on the pod, man.
So tell me though, Kenyatta, what was something good that you saw out there? You got to tell me that you saw some positives.
Well, I like Lauri Markkanen's aggressiveness. Mm-hmm. I liked his aggressiveness. He forced the issue, and he really tried to put the team on his back. Like, he wanted that responsibility. And his numbers were really, really good. I didn't expect those numbers because we haven't seen 24 and 12. Oh, he finished with 30, didn't he?
Yeah, 35 and 17.
Yeah, 35 and 17. So when's the last time we really seen him with those kind of numbers? It's been a while.
February. Last year, February. That's his golden moment.
That's it, yeah.
Right. So a lot of positives, but it's just like the bad just outweigh the positive. But Chris Dunn, like I said, I did not expect to see Dunn his contributions the way it was tonight. He really surprised me.
Yeah.
He definitely stepped in and got 3 quick steals, and he did some damage.
He was taking it to the basket, Wyse. He was forcing the issue. He was going to the rim, laying it up. He was getting fouled. Like, he was being aggressive. Like, this is the way
competing, man.
Yeah. Listen, I give Chris Dunn his kudos. I'm the first one to always knock Dunn. I don't have nothing bad to say about him tonight.
No. I mean, Satoransky, he's got no excuse, man. 2 points, that ain't it.
Yeah, Satoransky.
You know what, man? Luke Cornett was one.
Yeah,
points, man. Nothing.
I love that guy, man. That. I like Luke too. And I mean,
I ain't gonna judge him on one game.
Exactly, and that's all I'm saying, y'all. That's all I'm saying. It's the first game. And I get that it was the Charlotte Hornets, and that's why I was just telling Marcus earlier before you hopped on, Kenyatta. Like, this was a game that I actually pegged the Bulls to win. They have a fairly easy schedule, for the beginning of the season. So, and this was one of the teams that I expected them to beat. I don't expect the Charlotte Hornets to be in the playoffs or to really be in playoff contention. But after looking at how they were shooting tonight, I mean, I probably gotta reconsider that. They might.
Nah. That was luck, man. They ain't doing that against nobody else.
Exactly. That was a joke. And that's what I'm saying. Like,
But let me tell you, you need to become one of my Bullseye members, Wyse, because I was on record for the past 3 weeks, trumping the Bulls, saying how much they gonna destroy people, and then they make me look like an asshole. Like, I look stupid. Like, that's why I'm angry too, because I'm like, all that shit I talk, and then they gonna go out and do that.
Well, you got a game coming up here to redeem yours. You got 2 games coming up, Friday and Saturday, to redeem yourself.
Listen, man.
But hold on real quick. Let's just think real quick logically. This is not the first time we've seen this team do this. This is why I'm upset. This is the same stuff as last year. I was expecting a new type of Bulls, a new personality, a new aggressiveness. This is the same stuff we was going through last year. And I'm not going to wait till game number 50 to say, oh, yeah, it's the same team. I'm seeing it. Their tendencies are still there.
All right, man. But I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt for at least.
Listen, man, we saw that
man.
they can play defense. Like, there was a stretch in that third quarter. As a matter of fact, coming right out of the half, the Bulls was playing crazy defense, especially, if I remember correctly, right after that block that Sato got. Like, I think I forget who it was that tried to go up for a layup, but Sato came out of nowhere and blocked his shot, and they went to the other end and got us a three out of Otto Porter Jr. And that kind of just gave the team a spark. And that's when they went up and they went on that 8-0 run. And that's how they got up to that 10-point lead. So, and I'm just saying that to say, like, we saw some positives even on the defensive end. But they just got to go back. They got to retool, watch some film, which I'm pretty sure they're going to do. And they got to work out the kinks on that perimeter defense, because that's really what killed them tonight. And like I said, I don't think that that's going to be a thing that's going on too much, especially not from the Charlotte Hornets, man. But the Bulls just got surprised tonight from that perimeter shooting, that three ball.
Well, let me
shooting.
ask you a question, Wyse. What's the constant though? What's the constant of every run that they made tonight? It started with defense. The defense is what sparked their runs. You can't beat a team with offense, man. I've been saying this since the first episode I was on this podcast. You cannot beat a team with just offense. If they're just going to trade baskets with you. You going to hit a three, I'm going to hit a three. You going to hit a three, I'm going to hit a three. Somebody has to stop somebody. Yeah, they're just going to be trading baskets. You got 110, they got 110. Who's going to stop who? A team has to stop somebody. It's just going to be trading baskets over and over. You can't beat a team with offense, bro. You have to. Whoever scores the most at the end wins. That don't necessarily make you the better team.
Who do you think is to blame at the end of the game? That play Dunn made to kind of screw it up, or Zach taking it too?
I blame the coach, man. I'm sorry, Jim Boylan. I love you.
All right.
But I blame the coach. And I've been a Jim Boylan supporter for how long? But he has to prepare these guys, man. Listen, it's not about this. The thing. If I'm the coach, I'm putting myself as the coach right now, as the Bulls coach.
Yeah. All right.
And I go out there and you're in practice with me, and I see that I'm pushing you and you're not being receptive to my discipline, or you're not going out there and showing that you're learning from the discipline that I'm giving you. I'm not going to play you. You're going to sit the bench until you're showing that you're giving the same aggressiveness that I'm teaching you in practice. He's rewarding guys that are not earning it. That's what he's doing. And I don't care if you don't like me. I don't care if you go to the NBA and snitch on me. When you come in practice, you got to do what I ask you to do, or you're not going to play. He got to stop rewarding guys that are not playing. Let me tell you who needs minutes right now based on tonight. Kobe White, Thaddeus Young, Chris Dunn, Markkanen, those guys showed up. They could get any amount of minutes they want from me.
So point out who you wouldn't. Point out who you wouldn't play.
Zach LaVine, I'm sorry, man.
Come on.
I'm sorry. His shot selection is horrible. He's the best player on the team. He's the best player on the team, but his shot selection tonight was not good.
Well, is that because he wasn't set up good, or what? Why? Why
he just wasn't taking smart shots and rhythm. He was like forcing the issue.
Listen though. We all know that's how Zach LaVine plays. He's one of those guys that takes crazy shots and makes them. That's Zach LaVine's game. He takes those shots where he's guarded, like a guy in his face, and he'll step back and hit a 3-point shot in his face, or he'll drive to the basket when two defenders are in there. That's Zach LaVine's game. He goes in the teeth of the defense. But I just think tonight, man, he was just kind of crippled because he got in foul trouble early. That's what that was, and he really couldn't get a rhythm going. I think that's what his issue was. But, I mean, really, and I think that you hit on key points with the defense thing. I really think it was a thing where it was just the defense. A lot of those guys missed their assignments. I saw Laurie. He missed his assignment quite a bit. Like, he missed a few guys got some easy layups because Lloyd was just lost on the defensive end. The same with Zach. You know what I mean? So it was a combination of a lot of guys just missing out on what they were supposed to do on the defensive end. I think that's what caught them off guard. But what really killed them was that 3-ball, man. It was that 3-ball. That's what killed them. Outside of that, if the Hornets didn't shoot like 80% from 3-point line, the Bulls would have won.
I'm telling you, man. If they had Antonio Blakeney, this game's over.
Really?
Yeah, man. Plus Felicio didn't play, so that might have something to do with it.
Bro, he was in street clothes.
30.
They had him in street. Is he injured, or did they just tell him, "Yo, put on your clothes"? You're not even playing.
Yeah. You ain't got a shot, bro.
That's crazy.
Nah, he ain't injured. They was listening to Marcus.
Bro, he was legit in street clothes. That mug had on a blazer. Like
was he carrying a tray of Gatorade for the rest of the guys? Because that'd be my job for him.
Hey, he had on his gold link and everything. Like Felicio just waiting for next year, man, so he can cash out. But nah, man.
All right, so hold on, guys. Hold on.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to give you some interview quotes here, right, fresh off the game here. Coach Boylan, I thought we battled back. Down 16 in the second quarter. We had a good talk at halftime and got ourselves back in the game. I'm really proud of the fact that we battled, but we have to do a better job of executing down the stretch. Coach Boylan.
Hey, Marcus, you can't be proud of that, brother. You can't be proud of that. You can't. Because think about it like this. We talking about 69. Think about it right. Think about it right now, Marcus.
I know. I'm not the coach, man.
1 point. If we stop like at least 3 of those threes, we won the game.
I hear you. All right. Hey, now let's see what our man Sub-Zero, Kobe White, has to say. A lot of good moments. Oh, I got to read it like Kobe. A lot of good moments, some bad. Just have to learn from it and build. I feel like I played hard, but I could have hit some more shots. I don't know if Kobe talks like that. Would have loved to come out. Would have loved to come out for the win. Wow, bro. Wow. And then Lowry said they made a lot of shots, but we didn't execute on defense and offense like we wanted to. Transition defense hurt us. We didn't keep.
No, he need to lead the offense out. Lead the offense out. Y'all did good on offense. Defense.
Yeah. They got comfortable and made the shots. Well, don't make them comfortable, Lowry. Rip their god darn heads off. Come on.
You know something else? You know something else that hurt them? That free throw shooting. Free throws.
Yeah, Laurie missed 2 of them.
Mm-hmm. Lloyd missing those free throws at the end. He would have knocked down.
But the lane violation saved them though, because he got an extra one.
He got one. But I'm even meaning
because of the lane violation.
Mm-hmm. But even earlier in the quarter when guys was missing free throws, that's what hurt them.
Yep. Yeah. All right, guys, we're going to close it here on this game and then just hang on real tight. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back and talk about the games coming up for this week, and then we'll throw in a prediction. And Kenyatta, you can throw in your prediction too. So hang on, everybody. We'll be right back. Hey, listeners, if you haven't subscribed to the Bulls Podcast YouTube channel, it's something you need to do right now. You can just search for Bulls Podcast or go to youtube.com/Bulls Podcast and subscribe. We're active with our subscribers and our commenters in every single episode, and I personally respond to every single comment we get. So if you're not subbed up to us in YouTube, please help us out and give us your subscription.
Yeah, guys. Also, throw us a few likes on the content we've added for you there too. Help us out, people. You can also search for us on YouTube or go straight to youtube.com/Bulls Podcast and click subscribe. It will definitely help us out a ton.
Okay, we got a number of games coming up out of the gate, and they're going to be a big test for our young Chicago Bulls. Wins early on in the season, as we know, come on a lot easier than those late in the season when you're injury-ridden and you get those tired player games that seem to slip away from us, especially in recent years. So we need to build up some dubs early on and ride this momentum. So here's what we got coming up this Friday, the 25th. The Bulls travel to Memphis to take on the Grizzlies. We're going to see the attack of the Jays, John Morant, Jay Crowder, Jaren Jackson Jr., and all the rest of the Memphis Grizzlies.
Those guys ain't going to be no joke, man.
Yeah? All right. So what do we got for you, K-Dub? What's your prediction on this game?
I can't predict these Bulls actions, man. So I can't really say, man. I think if we're going by the rosters and the potential, the Bulls should run away with this game. Memphis is a rebuilding team. They have a bunch of upstarts, and they don't really have anything really going right now as far as system-wise. They're just in a rebuilding mode, and the Bulls should be light years ahead of them. But, I mean, I don't know which Bulls team we're going to see, so we'll see.
All right. Wyse, what you got? Loss or dub?
I wouldn't. I'm going with the W too, but I wouldn't say that they're light years ahead of them, just because the Bulls are, they're still a super young team as well. You know what I mean? So, I expect the Bulls to win, because I do think that we have the edge when it does come to experience, but yet and still, like, some of our key contributors are still super, super young, like Lloyd Markin, and he's just 21, you know what I mean? Wendell Carter Jr., 20, Zach LaVine, he's a veteran, but he's still growing in terms of his game. But, I still think that we should get the edge on the Memphis Grizzlies team that is rebuilding, which we should be out of. So, we should get the dub.
All right, and it's back-to-back as the very next day, the Bulls take on the NBA champs, the Toronto Raptors, for the United Center home opener. I'm going to go on a limb and say a dub. I think they got their number. Wyse, what do you think, man?
Yeah, candid, man. Dude, I think the Bulls are going to lose this one. I was watching I think the Bulls are going to take an L, bro. I was watching the Toronto game. Just what was that? Was that yesterday? Who did they play against? Who did they just beat? I'm sorry, it leaves me, but they look like
they beat the Pelicans.
They beat the Pelicans, which the Pelicans have a very nice team.
Yeah. What did I tell everybody about Zion and his knees? What did I tell everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did say that, Marcus. And I thought about you when that happened too. When he got hurt, I thought about you, Marcus.
I don't want it to happen. I'm just, you know what? Because I saw when he was playing at Duke, some dude that was like a what do you call those guys? Orthopedic surgeon. He was talking about even down to how Zion walks. You ever seen how he walks, man? He like sways back and forth. And that's like hip and knee problems. So I don't know, man. Maybe
it's just sad, because any bumps and bruises this dude gets, everybody's gonna go crazy over.
I know.
I don't know. I still think that he's probably going to be an all-star this year. But nonetheless, they taking the L tomorrow. Or they taking the L when they play Toronto.
All right. You think
he got to stay on the court if he's going to be an all-star, though, man.
Yeah.
All right, K-Dub, what do you got for Toronto? I got Toronto beating the Bulls, man. I'm going to tell you why. I watched that game with them with the Pelicans and the Toronto Raptors. The Toronto Raptors are very active on the boards, and Siakam has improved a lot since last season. Toronto's another team that like to shoot the three. Watch out for Van Vliet. Watch out for Kyle Lowry. Watch out for even some of their bigs like Gasol. So they're going to have the Bulls running all over. If the Bulls plan on not defending against that team, they're definitely going to drop that one. I'm going to go with the Raptors, man. They just won an NBA title. The only one that's not there is Kawhi Leonard. That's championship experience. And what the Bulls are showing me on the floor right now, I'm not picking them against no NBA champions. I'm sorry.
All right. I got it. Then on Monday, you got the Bulls taking on Bobby Portis, Taj Gibson, Kevin Knox, R.J. Barrett, and the New York Knicks. What's up with this one? K-Dub, what do you got? Bulls, Knicks in the Garden.
Got a little Chicago Bulls reunion going on. Two former Chicago Bulls. I'm going to go with Bulls. I'm going to go with Bulls.
Yeah, I choose the Bulls as well. I don't think that New York's going to make too much noise this year. They have just far too many power forwards. They could have a full starting five of power forwards if they wanted to. I don't think that they have enough. I like some of the talent that they have, like RJ, Kevin Knox, and Randall. He's pretty decent as well. But I just think that they're a horribly run team. Like no offense to Fizz, but I just don't see them doing anything. I think we're going to take this one.
I've been going on Reddit a lot and looking at the New York Knicks subreddit, and they don't like Portis too much.
Really?
They don't like who?
Yeah.
From
they don't like Bobby Portis.
Or what?
They don't know. I mean, because he's on the team.
Player.
They think they should have gone a whole nother route, man. All right, so we got dubs all around for that one. So I think we are going to close it all out right after this.
I think Kenyatta go close it out before we do.
I got my card in my wallet, my man.
Hey, everybody, remember, we are a new show, and we do need your support in social media. We made it really simple to find us with some special redirect links. You can find us at Bulls Podcast on Twitter, on YouTube, on Instagram, and go to bullspodcast.com/Facebook to get tied into our Facebook group. And if you'd like to subscribe to the show, we are on Apple Podcasts at bullspodcast.com/Apple, on Stitcher, bullspodcast.com/Stitcher, and on Spotify at bullspodcast.com/Spotify. All right, y'all, you can find Wyse Black on Twitter at @radical_creator, on Instagram at @radical_creator, and just search for Wyse Black on YouTube. Me, you can find on Twitter at Marcus Couch and on Instagram at Marcus Couch. Everything show related you can find at Bulls Podcast, and you can go to bullspodcast.com. And Wyse, closing thoughts from you, my man?
Nothing much, man. I'm just ready to move on to the next game. This first one, like I said, it was a fluke, so I'm not too worried about it. But as always, people, thank you for listening. Get up with your boys later. Peace, love.
All right. He may be quitting the team, so this might be the last time we hear from Kenyatta Wright on the pod. But Kenyatta, closing thoughts from you, my man?
Why you say I'm quitting the team?
Well, I thought you're giving up on him already. You hate him.
Nah, I'm a Bulls fan for life, man. But I just can't support. I just can't support the kind of effort that we give forth. When the Bulls perform the way they're supposed to, I always give them credit. But tonight, I just can't support that, man. 69 points off of 3-point shots. That's just ridiculous.
All right.
It's ridiculous.
All right. Where can the folks find you online?
You can find me at Twitter, on my Twitter account at Kenny Wright 31, and I'm doing little stuff with Blue Line Sports. So you can find me on bluelinesports.blogspot.com.
Until next time, thanks for listening, everybody. Go Bulls.
Go Bulls, baby.
Go Bulls.
Hey, Bulls fans! This is your Bulls championship announcer, Ray Clay, saying, so long, everybody. Go Bulls!